This video will properly teach you how to clean a Precision 30 Pulsar chlorine feeder. Before starting, put on appropriate PPE. You will be potentially touching chlorine and a cleaning acid called AutoClean. Before you start, disable the chlorine relay or unplug the red pigtail from the pool you are working on. Next, stop the water from entering the system by turning off the half-inch valve under the chlorine feed flow meter. Open the top of the feeder where the pellets are. With a clean bucket, carefully remove all of the chemical from the top of the Pulsar feeder. The next step is to remove the grate that the pellets sit on by holding the middle handle and pulling straight up. Set this aside. Remove the spray nozzle under the grate by turning counterclockwise and set aside. Thoroughly rinse the grate and nozzle in plenty of warm water. In an area with lots of ventilation, place the grate and nozzle in a clean pail mixed with AutoClean solution. Let the solution effervesce for the remainder of the cleaning process. Carefully remove the white top of the Pulsar. Underneath, you will find another white, pale-looking device. There is a tube connection on the side that can be unthreaded, and the whole white container can be carefully removed, and any leftover chlorine can be dumped into the bottom of the feeder. With fresh water, thoroughly rinse all chlorine residual from chlorine feeder into the bottom. It will be sucked back into the pool system. Remove the two fittings from the back of the feeder. The tubing disconnected. Please be careful to remember which tube goes where. We recommend labeling each clearly and thoroughly with a Sharpie marker. At this time, you will likely see air returning back to the pool. This is completely normal. Next, make a mixture of AutoClean solution to the desired strength in a clean spray bottle. Preferably in a mop sink, coat the entire inside of the feeder with a generous amount of AutoClean solution. Next, mix a solution 50-50, 50% water, 50% AutoClean, and pour into the bottom of the feeder. Let the solution sit for 30 minutes. This reaction will cause effervescing on the scale. Rinse all parts thoroughly with plenty of fresh water. If there is excessive buildup, repeat the process and continue to coat the entire bottom of the feeder and other parts until you are happy with how clean it is. Some scrubbing with a brush may be required depending on how much buildup there is. Once you are happy, the feeder is clean and all parts look clean of scale, rinse everything with water, carefully reattach the tubing to the appropriate parts, remove the nozzle and the grate from the cleaning bucket of acid, these parts should look very clean. Please rinse them thoroughly with warm water. Carefully reinstall the tubing. Carefully reinstall the white bucket. Take care to install the tubing on the bucket properly. And make sure it is flat against the blue bottom part of the feeder. The next step would be to put the top back on the feeder, ensuring it is sitting properly. Open the top of the feeder with a small amount of Teflon tape. Screw the nozzle back in clockwise, hand tight. Place the grate on top with the part that sticks up facing the front of the feeder. Once you're ready, install fresh chlorine pellets inside the feeder. You should only need to fill the feeder with approximately 4 cups of pellets at a time. Overfilling the feeder will cause the system to plug up and more cleaning necessary next time. Turn on the Pulsar water supply valve back to the open position. Enable the chlorine relay or plug the red pigtail back in.